Hello and good evening, everybody. Thank you for watching. So this video, I'm just showing my success at getting one of the 128 by 64 OLED modules, OLED display screen to work. So if you do a search on YouTube for Arduino OLED 168 by 64, there are two videos which come up as the first two results. One of them is the DroneBot workshop video. Well, I relied on both of these, which in fact showcase the same thing. They show the same installation of libraries, and yeah, they do the same thing. And you would be better off to go watch their videos instead of mine. The reason I create videos and put them on my channel is to track my own progress through the hobby, so my videos are all memoranda. My videos are generally for me, but I'm glad you're watching. So check the description below for these video links, or search for them yourself. So here is some sample code, and I'll get to going through this in a moment. But for most hobbyists, I would just conclude that this is like a Blink sketch. It's just something maybe you'd like to load into your Arduino, and then with only few connections, actually 4 connections, you can get something up on your OLED screen very quickly. So the instructions were to go to Tools and then Manage Libraries, because there are 2 libraries that you are going to need. So the first one you can use, or you should install, is the Adafruit GFX library, and you search for it, and as you can see, I have installed it already. The next library to install, and first you have to search for it, is Adafruit SSD 1306, and as you can see, I have it installed. So what does this do? Is there a driver chip that this library has been set up to help drive? Anyway, the next step after those are installed, and you install everything on them, if there's some menu prompts that ask you, go to Examples, and then go all the way down to Adafruit SSD 1306, and you have like a few choices. I personally have the 128 by 64 OLED. I suppose you could have the 128 by 32, and then there's the choice of using I2C or SPI communication. Well, both of those videos that I referenced already, they're making use of I2C, which could stand to have its own explanation of if you don't know what that's about. But anyway, click on that one, the 128 by 64 I2C, and then there's a hexadecimal address on the back of these OLEDs. So you need to make sure you have the correct hex address. I think it's even explaining that here. Well, this is a comment. So anyway, you scroll down to the void setup, and I've already pasted it in here, but this will say screen address right when you first load up the code. So then you just take that 0x3c hex address and you paste it in here so that I2C can properly communicate with your OLED module. Now, I took a magnifying glass and I looked at the back of my OLED, and in very, very small print there is another hex address listed, which I suppose is an alternate hex address. If you remove a little resistor and shift it to the right, you can actually change the address of the OLED module. The funny thing is that neither of the addresses printed on the back of my OLED module are 0x3c. But no matter, when I pasted in 0x3c, verified and uploaded the code, as you can see in my video, I had success. So I hope you have similar success hooking this up. Once again, this is a memorandum for myself, so don't be too hard on me. And the better videos to watch I've left in the description below. So thank you very much for watching. Although I've got some other better videos on my channel. Thank you very much for watching.